So guys, I'm here to show you my finished journal. This is the Gothic Pink Moon. As you can see, it's very romantic, a little different from the other Gothic book that I have. This journal is, I made up a story about the images. It's about a girl that she lives in a castle, and she has been dreaming with herself, like an older self, like a different way that she's seeing her, like more wild, more like different. So she started wondering why she's having these dreams, and every time the pink moon comes, she start to dream about this girl, and then she start to questioning herself and her life and the whole being. So because of that, I made two small versions of this journal. I made continuation kind of the pink moon. The other two is going to be about her transformation, and then they're gonna be one signature each. So all this gonna be available at my Etsy shop, and I have a website too, bohemianllama.com. So you guys can go there and check. On April, everything gonna be 20% off. You just gonna add a code there for you guys, and then you can use it as the entire shop gonna be on sale. Okay. All right, so let's start. So this is a cover. I use this rose and the button and some feathers. The idea to use this trapped rose is because I had the girl that she's trapped on her castle. She doesn't have freedom, and then it's full of roses. So I thought the idea of trap inside this tulle material, this net, look like a tulle or something, as you can see. And then I add this beautiful trim all over. It's all stitched, and the underneath is a satin kind fabric. I also add the same trim on the sides, and then I add this tassel with some stones like a pink jade, and then the wings to represent her freedom that she's going to get through the pages. And I add some wings and hearts and lockers. It's a really beautiful mini tassel here. So it's kind of like more the colors that you see inside the journal. And this is just the back. As you can see, it's a really chunky one. 3 signatures. I found this satin ribbon, and then I decided to use, and I add lots of different kinds of trim, like more the Gothic way, the Gothic style. So let's and then this button was a vintage button that I found on a vintage seller on eBay. So it's really pretty. For the inside, the first page, I add this fabric, which is I found in a thrift store. Really cool vintage with all the same. I like this because I use the stamps, Tim Holtz. All the stamps that I have has the same Victorian design. And I add this beautiful pocket with lace and crochet. A little heart there and some lace inside. It's really beautiful. As you can see, each signature gonna have the rose, so it's the same style of the rose that I add outside. And this cut it the way I always do for the initial pages. I add this little card there. You can add something else. It's a shallow pocket, not that deep. It's just for decor purposes, more for that kind. So the first page, I have stamped the roses. That's going to be all over the journal. I also add this little tag. Everything is hand stitched with the sewing machine. So here is where the story begins. The castle full of roses, and this signature is this digital print is from Gypsycraftery. She has a digital shop on Etsy. I will put her information below. So I add this uneven trim because it's Gothic. I like to make it grungy. The next page I add this belly band, double stitch, and then I add this card, this envelope, which is empty, but I pretend the seal was half broken. And this is a real love spell. I used to sell them on my other shop. It's a real love spell. You can use it if you want, if you're in love. So then this is another image of the girl with this beautiful vintage trim. Next page is just a stamp, some stain. I stain a little bit, and then I add this divider with a soft paper here to break the 2 pages. Did a mini belly band with the girl that she's this is where the way she sees on herself on her dreams, more wild, you know, because she's really like a quiet girl, and then she dreams with her image like that. Here I add the same tool that I add on the cover. I cut uneven, and I start to add these mini crystals that I made myself. So they're gonna be all over the journal. Here I create this little cluster. I think I put a video there on my YouTube channel how I made this, another tag there just to complete. Same rose, and this is like a part of the print that shows inside the castle. I add this beautiful trim, which is so beautiful, it's so soft. The next page is another belly band with the girl again, and some stamping, another mini tag, and more of the beautiful roses, darker this time. According to her dreams, she has dark and, you know, dreams during her, you know, stay on the castle or her life. I added this cluster there with a vintage button that matches the color of the rose. This is a crochet trim. Another beautiful trim here with a rose tag, square tag, and then here's some journaling space with a beautiful design. More tags. This one I did a upside up pocket. I add like strings in the pocket here, some stones, and then this is like a tag, and I add this beautiful flower with this trim which matches the cover, like I was saying, the Victorian style, like, you know, Tim Holtz. And then a extra journaling page here. Here is just a regular page with a tag, and this is my favorite trim of all the times. I only have a piece, unfortunately, so it has like all this fluffy and all this beautiful embroidering, and then this is the middle of the first signature. I'm gonna add a pearl in here for closure part. If you people wanted to bookmark, you can also use this as for the center page. So I put the same trim together, and this is her herself image that she's, I mean, this is the image where she see herself in the dreams. She looked like a wolf, right? So that's why the pink moon. A little extra page here, a little bend sideways, and a tag. This is the girl, the way she looks like, and this is the way she see herself on the dream, a little wild. And another pearl here, And here I stamped that key because it matches with the design and the picture, and I add a little cluster. And this is like a flip. You can change this picture or put your photo here, do some journaling. You can even use this to tie the page. And then I made a pocket in the back with extra journaling paper using the same key. Then I add a ribbon there with some flowers, and then this is the back of the rose page. More journaling, stamping, more of the ribbon, and then this is the mature, like a more older version of the girl. So she see herself in the future with the moon, and then this is the wolf that she's been dreaming about too. And look at these pages, guys, they're amazing. More stampings of the rose and some spiders with a little spider lace, and then spider web lace, and then some stones, crystals. And here is the full image of the wolf, and then the rose through the journal. Like I told you, I use the rose all over. And then this is another tag that I add some ribbons. And here is the famous pink moon. So then I just stamped here, add some extra tags. And this is the image of the girl again, the way she is at the moment before she transformed. I add some flowers, this beautiful lace, and then another belly band with the same stamping, and then a little extra journaling card. And this, I think, is her love. She's dreaming, she has this picture here, and then maybe she's concerned what he gonna think if she becomes wild like that, or you know, she's very concerned about her dreams. So this is the first signature, and this is the back with the rose. This is the same style rose with different colors, and then this goes to another signature. First page, she's doing some research about her dreams, or writing down and starting to put her ideas together. And here is the cemetery with the pink moon, which is so beautiful. I can even, this image is amazing. Good job for the person that created these prints. I add a pocket here, and then an older image of herself. As you can see, I'm mixing the two digital prints, so we're gonna become one. And then I add this beautiful cluster here with the net and the flower, and this accessory silk from a dress, 100% silk, from India. This divisor, and then the pictures of the castle here with this beautiful see-through ribbon. Next page, all the same design from the stamping and the rose and the pink moon, the cemetery portion. This is a parchment paper that I got, a bunch of them. It's from the witch's moon. I used to subscribe the subscription boxes. I am a herbalist, I make herbs, so I like to buy stuff like that, and then all this kind of jewelry too. So that's what I got. This is a real parchment paper, so enjoy. This is another trim with the similar flower, and then look at these roses. You can write down your thoughts here. Gonna be amazing. Next page, another of those clusters that I connect with the chain. I add this dark heart, and the roses here, they look amazing. Look at this, how beautiful. Then I add the extra journaling page, and then another image of the moon, I mean the roses, and then a trim that I just cut uneven to look grungy. And then I made this card with some stones in here. I add the ribbon there. Oops, sorry. I add the ribbon there, and then I did this chain with the same crystal that I'm a teardrop crystal. This matches perfectly. Look, this ribbon, this lace is amazing. It's so has everything to do with this page. It's a beautiful page here. Then I go through this and then I add like a coffee stained lace with the flower and some journaling card with this nice paper in the back. As I always tell you guys, I am always double my pages with the print paper. So we always I glue them together and stitch, so it's reinforced all the time 100%. And then this one is a nice bling that I add on her dress, just to make this page even more beautiful than it is. And then I add this dyed lace. I put the rose there in darker colors now, and I stain a little bit, coffee stain this with oxide, Tim Holtz oxide distress. And here is the middle of the signature. Look at this ribbon, guys. Look at this lace. I mean, lace with ribbon. Another crystal. Look at this. It's stunning. And look at this image. What else can I say? Unbelievable. So this is the middle of the second signature. This is the castle picture. The other side of the page, the belly band with the wolf and the roses and the different colors to match with the purple here. I did add lace here. I probably will. Let me just mark. Let me mark this page that doesn't have a lace, because I need to remember that I was doing something here and then I didn't want to add. So I always add laces on all the pages no matter what. So probably going to be a pink one, because this is beige, and then I need the pink to be between the black and then gold with the pink again. So this is just a page that I use the stain ink. Here the girl again, and I add this beautiful flower trim, and then I put here, who is she? Why she is in my dreams? See? So it's a story, guys, so you need to tell. Then next page I just add like a sorry silk, and then I put the ribbon there, I mean a bow. And then more journaling pages and another image, plain page with the lace. And then I add this black, and this is the other side of the parchment paper. You can do journaling there. It looks really beautiful. A mini card is glued here. There's nothing here, it's just a decoration, and then you can journal it around. And this trim is really, really beautiful. It has a mini pearls, so it's really cool. And the image is to die for. Really beautiful dark roses. And then I add the stamp in there, and then I did some things on the back when I stain with the coffee stain. And then this is like a tag, another picture of the gated rose thing, and then my cluster with chain. This card got damaged here because I accidentally stitched the page, but I will fix for sure before it's sent to the lucky new owner. And this is the end of the second signature, and this is when the third and last signature starts. As you can see, same roses, and then I start with the girl again with the band. And this is like a darker way, like I love this lace going through the castle. So I add the lace here to match with the lace, and then I add the key again with some spider webs and the tag. And here I add like this ribbon, which I love this color, like an English pink, like rose, more vintage. Some spiders, and then the background. Another of cluster with the chain. This time I add the same tool that I use on the cover, And then I add these 2 mini cards, and then I did add a bow with the crystal. This is all done double-sided with the eyelets and brads, so you know, like really well done. And then I add this string on the middle of this lace, and I try to make it like a ruffled, and I add that card there. Lots of work, got lots of work, guys. So, and this one I just add the string there, and then a tag with her image or herself there too. This beautiful page, lots of journaling. You can you know, do whatever you want here. That button is a vintage button from my collection. Another stamping, more of the corner stamp. On this page I add crystals on the gated thing. I'm not sure if you can see, as you can, button there with some grungy kind of like things. And then the lace is so beautiful. I love this lace. It's so soft and vintage kind, and the colors are like the flamingo pink or something. And here I just add a mini band with stones and did like a journaling. And here is her face again. I stamp with the swirl thing, and then I put the castle there. She's thinking about her home, what to do. And this is a crochet trim. Here I add this belly band, which is a long and skinny one with this little stamping, her older version. And then I decoupage this envelope with black and white napkin, stamping with Tim Holtz. Did the Victorian stamping, add the spider, which is a part of the whole journal, add some journaling, which has the same design, you know, same style. And I add here more journaling card. This is really beautiful. I might put a bow in here, string lace. I didn't finish that one completely. And then let's talk about this. Oh my god, this trim is beautiful. Another crystal. Look at this trim, guys. Is it to die for? Look at this. It's like amazing. I don't know, but matches so well with the page. Again, I'm gonna add a crystal there. And then the back of the page, which is all black. You see the contrast of colors, how cool. So it's a romantic Gothic, not like those red. And this is a tag that I made, double-sided, stitched. I use a double color thread, so some look weird, but it's just the results that I want. And then it goes right there. I put some crystals there, and then I leave this page like as is, you know, and add some lace in the other side just to match with this side. I should add like something here. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. Not sure. And then here is just the same thing. I try to imitate that portion here and use the same thing again, like I told you guys million times already. And this is more of the sorry silk, which is so beautiful in this page. Another corner here with some lace stamp, and here is a beautiful trim that has beads, and here's a larger picture of her studying or reading or journaling, whatever she's doing. And more tags. This tag I need to finish. I'm gonna put sideways so I remember. I just need to put eyelet and then a ribbon there. You see sometimes it's so many pages, it's hard to keep up. Another tag of herself, a little purple version of it with the flowers. I thought this was cute in here. And this is a tag that I use a net, the same style. Those things that comes when you buy apple or pear, it comes with this net from the produce. So I use it here. I add this little card with the thing, and I add all these bows, which looks awesome in this page. The little stamping, And this is the cutest skull ever. And look at this beaded work and the flowers. This is so beautiful, guys. And this trim is a Halloween that has little ghost faces. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what I add. And then her picture again. The next page I did like a mini bow in here, put this vintage button, and then I just stitched it to match with this beautiful you know, image. And I add the little skull, the version of the large one. I did add the mini one here as a tag holder with the spiders. And I think because this is the last page, and then this is the back of the last page, another mini pocket here with the same lace, the same beautiful fabric, lace again, and the ribbon thing. And then this is the finishing. As you can see, guys, another amazing junk journal, vintage style, Gothic, very romantic, and pinkish this time. I always think that you have to tell a story and then express yourself through your journal too, because this is my art. I express myself a lot through these pages. So whoever get this, just I'm gonna get a beautiful story. And as I was telling you, it's going to be part 2, but it's going to be two small signatures, different prices. You guys can go there and check. It's gonna be same style, but with the laces and everything, but a smaller version of it. So I'm gonna add this beautiful thing on my page, and then I will hope you guys like this, and I hope to see you guys again. Also, I wanna say that I am sending these in boxes, customized boxes. So I'm gonna start to add my journals in boxes that matches. So I'll probably use some of the pages, the print that I use inside. So you guys gonna get a surprise when you get this. Thank you so much. And of course, always extra journaling material. Thank you again, guys, for watching this. Namaste.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful.